I feel like we're getting close to the gory part. It's making me nervous.
I don't know who the culprit is, but I'm not paying attention, so it's okay.
Oh, we understand that's intentional. It's Japan.
Yeah, but there's one thing we do know. The line between victim and attacker ain't as clear as you might think.
I suppose that's one lesson we can take away from this case.
I cut off the leg before the poison spread. By spring, flowers will grow from the stump.
Monotaro is your favorite Monocub? Who is my favorite Monocub? It's either a Monophony or Monodam for me. Because he is so robot. The other ones are meant to look like robots, but will be really, really close to a bear.
Say something already.
Your tongue-tied silence speaks volumes. I fucking knew you were the culprit.
I don't know if he's going to end up being the culprit, because it's like, it's really pushing it right now.
Wait just a minute! None of that is possible! Shuichi was with me the whole time we were on lookout.
Not the whole time.
When are you suggesting Shuichi killed Rantaro? Were you really together the whole time? Huh? What do you mean?
The whole
I'm
time.
asking if you two were on lookout together the whole time. Well, I guess we weren't together the whole time.
I'm going to go check out the basement. I'll come with you. No, you stay and keep watch. I wonder if... He had the switch. Where's the switch? Receiver. Oh. I wonder if that sensor has a vibrating function. So he heard it. Because you can turn that off. You can turn the volume off. And that's why he went downstairs. You stay and keep watch, Kaede.
So that's when Shuichi went to kill Rantaro!
No! Shuichi wouldn't kill anyone!
Don't become emotional. We must seek the truth in a calm and logical manner,
I agree, creepy guy.
or all our lives will be lost here.
I'm not being emotional here. I'm saying it with conviction.
Even if Shuichi did go to the basement, he couldn't have killed Rentaro because... If Shuichi did go to the basement, he couldn't have killed Rentaro because... The time it took Shuichi to return... The security sensor going off.
I get it. The security alarm didn't ring until after Shuichi returned to the classroom. It only rang after Rantaro moved the hidden door, which means he was still alive. If Shuichi was with me when the alarm went off, then that means he's not the culprit.
By the way, I want to confirm one thing with you, Kaede.
Can you manually turn the alarm on?
Who set the security sensor on the bookcase? It was Shuichi, right?
Huh?
Then I'll set up the camera that's connected to this security sensor. I'll set it carefully so the camera has a clear shot when the mastermind moves the bookcase. Let me take care of the security sensor on top of the bookcase. And we'll set the cameras near each door. That was a very creepy face for Kokichi, I agree.
Yeah. Shuichi was the one who set up the security sensor. What about it?
I'm trying to think if he purposefully didn't set up this. No, because the ones in the door would go off,
Did
right?
you actually check for yourself if the sensor was set on the bookcase, Kaede?
No, I didn't check.
Did it ever occur to you that Shuichi could have lied about setting the sensor?
A lie?
Shuichi pretended to place the sensor on the hidden bookcase door. But in actuality, he was holding it the whole time. And when he met up with you, he secretly triggered the sensor to make the security alarm go off.
That would cause Kaede to assume that someone had moved the bookcase.
That's actually pretty smart.
I see. Sneaky little fucker.
But they're like shoving it in our face. I feel like there's another twist. No, at this rate, everyone's gonna think Shuichi is the culprit. I have to do something. I know for a fact that he's not the culprit. Oh, we don't. Gotta do something! From this point on, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles. Please time your truth bullets just right so they won't get interrupted by the white noise. You can use the silencer with A to shoot down white noise. Now, why would you do that? Because not only does that make it easier to shoot the right weak spots, you also get additional time. What a great deal. Use it to your heart's content. Thank you for the opportunity. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Oh yeah, he's up in the bullet. Receiver, rear entrance photos, hidden door photos.
The security sensor was armed, but
lookout classroom.
the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it in order to trigger the alarm.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
Only an idiot can make that mistake.
What of our... Shuichi couldn't have had the sensor on him. That's right, I should have evidence that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Couldn't have had the sensor on him.
The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it in order to trigger the alarm.
What does the lookout classroom say? Kaede and Shuichi were both in the lookout classroom near the stairs in the basement. Although Shuichi left breathlessly to check the basement, the two were together the entire time until the receiver went off. And the receiver says... Usually, sometimes if we're not sure, it'll actually have it in the description. Security alarms, the sensor was placed on the moving bookcase, so in case someone moved the bookcase, it would notify Shuichi.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
Only an idiot can make that mistake.
Couldn't have had the sensor on him.
The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it
You
in
can't,
order to trigger
Moss.
the alarm.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
Only an idiot can make that mistake.
I don't know where I want to shoot this, though. Shuichi couldn't have had the sensor on him. I should have evidence that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Which is essentially the sensor to shoot off the picture of him of Rentaro
The security sensor was armed, but
taking it. So hidden door
the moving
photo.
bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it.
No. It might be the one before this. Until you can disprove Shuichi had the sensor, he will remain suspicious. Disprove it. I'm gonna try this one on the first.
The security sensor was armed, but The moving bookcase is...
Where's my...
As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it in order to trigger the alarm.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
Yeah, I want to shoot at the first one, but I just
Security
missed.
sensor was armed.
I didn't have my reticule up here.
The moving bookcase...
Here we go.
No, that's wrong. Wait a minute. This is weird. If the security sensor wasn't placed, then...
How did we get pictures of him when he opened the bookcase?
we wouldn't have been able to take that picture. We were only able to get it because the sensor was triggered by the hidden door.
Ba-bam.
Oh, that? Pfft, easy to explain. Well, you see...
That's what I thought.
I guess you're right. Sorry, I didn't think that far ahead.
But why didn't Shuichi try and refute any of that?
You're giving up that easily?
Yeah, I mean, whatevs. I made a mistake, big deal.
You speak as if you knew that from the start. Even I was taken in.
So you see, Shuichi can't be the culprit.
Has Kokichi said his alibi yet? He is very aware that he does not have one because he was alone in his room. So was Kibo.
Now wait just a minute. The security sensor had a power supply, so what if it went like this? The security sensor was set up on the bookshelf, and Shuichi had its receiver. However, Shuichi turned the receiver off.
Huh? How come?
That would get you a picture, but no alarm when Rentaro moved the bookcase.
It would?
Then, when Shuichi says he's gonna check the basement, he actually goes to the library. And thanks to the 30-second interval, he's got time to go in after Rantaro.
He could have collected the sensor from the hidden bookcase after killing Rantaro.
He could have.
I see. Then he caused the receiver to go off in front of Kaede to trick her.
It's certainly plausible, considering that Shuichi knew about the intervals.
How needlessly complicated. But I guess it's not impossible.
Then, Shuichi really is the culprit?
So the ultimate detective is the killer. What a plot twist!
What a twist.
Wait! Why do you guys think he's the culprit? Shuichi, please say something. Why aren't you saying anything?
When asked, Kokichi said at the time of the murder, he was busy in the library bashing in Rentaro's head. Oh, and then his voice actor was kind of knocked down a peg for the new king? Okay.
Shuichi, what's wrong? You're not culprit, are you?
And it's hard to know when Kokichi's lying or not, because he always lies.
Hey, you gonna say anything? We'll all vote for you if you don't.
Are you okay with being the culprit? Are you ready to turn yourself in?
What should I do? Everyone suspects Shuichi. There's no way he's the culprit, but even so. Why won't Shuichi say anything? Is there a reason he won't say anything? If that's the case, then it's all up to me. To protect everyone, I need to take control of this debate. Even if it means I have to lie to... Did you hear that? A lie. Now, I know that sounds crazy, telling a lie in a class trial, but sometimes telling a lie is necessary to reach the truth. Now, that is a horrible lesson to try and teach people. Don't worry, there are no lies in this tutorial. I think Shuichi's being blackmailed of some kind. That's what I think. From here on out, there will be times in a debate you have to lie. Really? Weak spot, truth, lie bullet. What? Before you had to refute the lies, but now you'll have to lie yourself. Doesn't that get your heart just a pumping? Little doki doki. Here's how it works. Select a truth bullet like a normal non-stop debate. When you hold Y, the truth bullet will become a lie bullet with the opposite meaning. Releasing Y will shoot the lie bullet. When you use the lie bullet to argue or agree with someone's statement, it'll become a perjury, a statement that paints over the truth with lies. While lying, your influence gauge will drain. A successful lie will restore it. But if you miss your lie bullet, you will take damage, so be careful. Also, I've heard a rumor that there's a secret way to advance debates. It's called a black route. Let's just say that only those who lie well will be able to find it. Thank you muchly. Well, this is a very interesting mechanic that I was not expecting. Monaco file, moving bookcase, and receiver on Shuichi.
Let's go over the case one more time.
We have to lie.
The security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. Shuichi also had the receiver.
But he had it turned off.
And so when Rantaro moved the bookcase, a picture was taken without the alarm sounding.
Then, taking advantage of the camera's interval timer,
Shuichi hid in the library and murdered the shit out of Rantaro! And then he grabbed the security sensor from the bookcase and returned to the lookout spot. Afterward, he set off the receiver in front of Kaede on purpose to make her think the murder had just happened. Praise be Tua! We've solved this case! So
Okay, Doki Doki.
just using Kaede.
Thanks for the luck. The basis for the suspicion is that Shuichi had the receiver for the security sensor. If I can argue against that, everything should be okay. Should we take control? I have to tell a lie so we can get closer to the truth.
Let's go over the case one more time.
the security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. Shuichi also had the receiver.
But he had it turned off.
And so when Rantaro moved the bookcase,
is there really only one thing I can shoot at?
A picture was taken without the alarm.
Then taking advantage of the camera's interval timer.
There's only one thing I can shoot at. Okay. Okay, I have to shoot at the first one.
Let's go over the case one more time.
The security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. Shuichi also had the receiver.
I'll turn this lie into the truth.
I can't even think that way.
Sorry, you guys. I forgot to tell you something important.
Forgot?
To tell you the truth, it was me. I had the receiver.
Huh?
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
Wit, happy Wednesday.
So that's why there's no way Shuichi could have turned off the receiver.
If that is true, then the entire premise of the argument thus far is wrong.
Is this true, Kaede?
I think it's a really cool mechanic, True. I like it. It's gonna be a little hard,
Of course! Come on, would I lie to you guys?
That'd only screw yourself over. If we mess up, you're dead too, you know.
Or perhaps you wanted to cover for Shuichi, even at the cost of your life.
Huh? Kaede is a very bad liar, I agree.
I cannot imagine why anyone would risk their life to lie on another's behalf.
Words from a true heartless robot. Emotions are only for meatbags.
That is a harmful stereotype. I can produce heartfelt remarks through calculations.
Yeah, Kara, it ended after Wit had gifted you, and you lost your ability to use the love bomb. It's unfortunate.
Like less than 3? Those kinds of calculations?
If you guys get that, you're good. You're pretty
It's
good.
not so unthinkable. All hearts are blind when faced with radiant love. Doing anything for the one you love. Hasn't everyone felt that way before? I most certainly have, at least.
Look how creepy you are. I'm sure that person didn't want your love.
Ouch.
Kaede and Shuichi are pretty buddy-buddy with each other, so I wouldn't doubt that. Plus, the way Kaede just acted right now, I'm pretty sure she lied. A talented liar like me can spot other people's lies easily.
Talented liar can... Well, yeah, you'd be good, especially with that face. Oh my goodness. Wit, don't feel like you have to do that. I appreciate it when you are the gifter of the channel. And I appreciate you. Don't feel like you have to do that.
Well, what do you guys think? To believe or not to believe, Kaede?
That is the question.
I do want to believe Kaede, but Shuichi does seem pretty suspicious. He has been strangely quiet for a while now, which is classic degenerate male behavior.
Totally.
Yeah, I agree.
Shuichi is the only person here who's suspicious.
So we all agree that Puichi did it? Then let's just vote already!
What a freaking name.
No, I still think it is too soon to determine the culprit.
I agree. I sort of can't believe that Shuichi is the culprit.
Yeah, this ain't right.
I agree. But I don't know if Atua agrees. 'Cause right now it's his nap time.
This is quite troublesome. It seems our opinions are on opposite ends.
How are we supposed to decide? We're split, right down middle.
Hold on! Split? Did you just say split? You did! I heard it! I heard it with my belly button microphone!
That's where your microphone is?
So wait, your ears don't do anything? The Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
More
What?
phenomenal trial grounds?
The trial grounds are gonna morph? Seriously? I totally want to see that!
It sounds cool. Let's do it. Either way, we have to do something. We can't vote for Shuichi because he's definitely not the culprit. If we vote for him, all hope is lost. I won't be able to save everyone. But I haven't lost hope yet. I won't give up. Before I can save everyone, I need to make sure we're all on the same page. You're split down the middle! At times like this, debate scrums are perfect. What the heck is a scrum? In a debate scrum, you'll be split into two teams. Oh, that's cool. Opposing subject word. Oh, that's cool. Then you argue your opinions against each other. But look, everyone's so fired up, the subjects of your statements don't match. That's not how you debate at all. You have to match your subject with your opponents and put them in the correct order. That's how you make a good debate. Oh, this looks neat. Oh, so Sundar, you played this one already? Because this seems cool. Your side's subject keywords will be displayed, but your opponent's subjects won't be revealed yet. Listen closely for the subject of your opponent's argument. Before your opponent finishes their statement, find the same subject word with up and down. Press the Y to argue the subject with the same keyword. If you and your opponent's arguments match, then your opponent's keyword will be revealed. And when all the statements match up, you'll enter the finale. Try to convince your opponents at once. Continuously tap the button displayed on the screen to push your opponent's claim out. Don't get pushed back. Push their claim out in perfect location. You hid what you knew about the counter, Shuichi. But Mew's silent about the intervals too. Oh, that's us pushing the button. Fast forward, make a statement. Focus is still here. X and A don't do anything. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Split opinion! We are in freaking like the future right now. I'd be scared actually being that high in the air. Is Shuichi the culprit? This side says they are, this side says they're not. Oh, this is cool.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
Unlike Shuichi, I actually have an airtight alibi.
Shuichi and Kaede weren't together the whole time, were they?
Hirumi!
Both of them were together when the receiver went off.
If Shuichi had the receiver, it could have been disguised.
Kibo!
Kaede is the one who actually had the receiver.
But that's Kaede's lie, isn't it?
I'll do it. We'll know whether or not it's a lie when we talk this through.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
If our points don't match, then we won't be able to make a convincing argument. I'm going to convince everyone that Shuichi is not the culprit.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
Gota!
But Mew's silent about intervals too.
Unlike Shuichi, I actually have an airtight alibi.
Kaito!
Kaede backed up Shuichi's alibi, didn't she?
I have to get them all in one go, it looks like.
Shuichi and Kaede weren't together the whole time.
Hirumi!
I need to use the
together when the receiver went
focus as best as I can, so I can get it first try.
If Shuichi had the receiver, it could...
Kibo!
Kaede is the one who actually had the receiver.
But that's Kaede's lie, isn't it?
I'll do it. We'll know whether or not it's a lie when we talk
that
this
it?
through.
Plus the side sprites are awesome. Yeah, they are pretty cool. Crouch bind. Full counter! Oh gosh. They had to add mashing back into this game. I'm glad I went to a controller
Everyone,
for
you
that.
have to believe me. Shuichi is not the culprit. If we vote for Shuichi, we'll be making the wrong choice. And if that happens, everyone will be executed.
Well, not everyone. Someone will be free.
I definitely won't let that happen, even if it costs me my life.
Kaede.
Doki, I can't remember exactly where you left, but we got this. The intervals are an issue between the cameras taking a picture and the 30-second time between it can take another picture. So a lot of people are saying it's Shuichi, and we just kind of
Yeah,
split
it's just
the
like
group.
Kaede said. Shuichi ain't the culprit.
So half the people think he is, half the people think he isn't.
Gonta believe in Shuichi too. Gentlemen always believe in friends.
And we had to tell a lie. That we said we had the receiver when we really never did.
Well, if Shuichi's not our culprit, then who is?
We've already exhausted all possible avenues of discussion.
No way. There has to be something else we can discuss. We just gotta think. Right, Shuichi?
Huh?
Oh, now you say something?
Shuichi, even though you're not the culprit, you've been quiet for a while. It's because you realized something, huh? You're scared to reveal the truth. I thought so. Shuichi, answer me this. What kind of truth did you realize? Don't be scared to say it. Not just for me, but for everyone else.
Oh, look at Gomta being like, he's happy.
Please, face the truth.
Are we about to lose our love interest?
The picture.
Picture?
The picture from the camera aimed at the hidden door, just before the murder.
Yeah, it shouldn't even happen.
I always thought it was suspicious. the way Rantaro was acting.
What's suspicious?
Actually, here's a question. If the sensor's on top of the bookcase and the bookcase is open, is the sensor pointed towards the side door?
If you look at the picture, it looks like Rantaro is trying to remove the camera.
No, he got hit in the back of the head, Mosspaw, so it couldn't have shot the ball. Sensor won't pick up doors. Someone could have come in through the door, though. Right?
But that must mean he noticed the camera we set up.
That's true. But when did he notice that?
I need more beard to stroke and think.
I believe it was when the camera took its first picture. This picture was taken when Rantaro moved the bookcase. At that moment, something made him notice the camera.
The flash, probably.
So he tried to remove it. That's when the bookcase closed. The sensor was triggered, and that's when this picture was taken.
So the bookcase is just now about to move back.
If that is the case, we must find the reason why he noticed the camera.
Also, yes, True Divination, when I said it picks up the movement of the bookcase, you are correct. I actually said I need more beer. Nailed it.
You're confusing everyone! Except me, of course. Just get to the fucking point!
I've been contemplating what it could be. Why did he notice the camera? And the answer is in this picture.
I see. Shuichi knows. The reason why Rantaro noticed the camera is because the camera flash.
I get it!